Welcome in, everybody. This is the second part of the Shades new character reveal, and today we're going to go over the card. Yes, the messenger birds have made it across the pond again. They have delivered me the information so that I can share it with you upon the exciting Kickstarter launch in October of the Shades for Moonstone, the game.
From buying your first box of minis and paint to being a competent player at the gaming table, we have you covered.
We play every miniature game at a heroic level. We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors and Patreons that keep the channel going, plus you for watching the videos. Be heroic and click that subscription button. Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, if you watched the first one, yes, we are talking about the Moonstone character, Viktor Petty, Gravedigger. Hence, I have a grave site. And if you notice, if you watch the first one, the Moonstone actually was on 3. So he must have been by because it's now on 1. So he's been doing some digging. But without further ado, we're going to take and get into the information that has been provided to us. So if you haven't and didn't watch the first one, you can go back and watch the first one. Definitely go see it because you can actually see his lineage and the lore of why he does what he does. But we're going to go ahead and set up, and we'll flip it to this to actually show you his art rendering. And without actually too much further ado, we'll go ahead and get into his card aspect, because that's what this one's about. So if you watch the first one, you know we're going to do the card. The card has come across, and we're going to take and work on that. Again, the Kickstarter starts in October. The link's below for you to be able to take and click on it so you can be notified actually when it goes live so you can see everything. Really excited to see this faction. I know there's been the 3 factions. I have thoroughly enjoyed the game, but having a 4th faction and some of the cool things this faction can do is really, really, really exciting. But with that being said, I'm going to be looking down because I have horrible vision and cannot see all my monitors across the way. But there is the card for everybody to see. So Viktor Petty, Gravedigger. He is a human rogue, so if you watch the lineage, he is one of the few shades that is human. He does do his digging. His melee is 3. He's got a 2-inch range. He's got a big old shovel. His arcane is forward with 0 evade. And if you do look up at the top corner, yes, as stated before, he does fall under both Shades and Dominion, so that's exciting there. He does have a spade. If this character deals impact melee, increase the damage dealt by 1. So just like normal, hit him with the flat side of the shovel. Yeah, just kind of get some more damage there. He does have the ability Keep Gravedigger. When this model takes the harvest action, reduce the depth of the stone by 2. So if you watch the little Easter egg, because I'm just going to tell you it's there, that was at a 3. I did that there. Like I said before, that Moonstone in that gravesite was at a 3 in the first one. Now it's at a 1. So he's only had to use one of those energy at the bottom to use that harvest activation so that he could actually dig it up to there. Keep them fresh. When this model or friendly risen model enters play via reanimate, we know reanimate already. We've seen it with Mortician and Joby and stuff like that, or actually root as well. It may restore 2 wounds. Other friendly models entering play via reanimate will restore 1 wound. So if you looked at his lore, he is part of, helps the nobility family of the Risen. You can go back and watch that. And so that's where that keyword comes from, Risen. I do not know what those are. That messenger has not made it to me. But he does have that keyword, and he did work with them. So you know there should be some that have it, which is pretty cool to see how that keyword interacts. But he is just a human rogue. And then he's got Guiding Lantern. When a friendly model enters play via reanimate or reanimate Joby, it may be placed in base contact with this model instead of the originator, which is really cool because there's a lot of cool things. And I may do one more video because he's got the keyword rogue, and I play fairies, and there's a rogue that swaps places with other rogues. And so there's just a lot of, we can move things around. There's a lot of excitement. Just one character is all I've seen, and I get super excited. I can't even know what it's going to do in the shades because I can see that with Snag and Joby, but I can also see it from the other faction. So just for me, it's exciting because kind of plays in the faction I play already. But with all the shades coming, I can't imagine some of the stuff that he's going to be able to do there. And then Sinkhole. It is cost 2. He starts with 2, and so it's 8 inches. Need any pink. Target suffers X wound and gains slow. And of course, slow, the model's jog action is limited to 2 inches until the end of the turn, which is pretty cool. Basically, just kind of, he's like, oh no, you just can't move as much. I really think the top end of the card is really going to be a lot of the useful pieces. The Sinkhole is going to be good. I can see that for sure. And then what other things come along if you can give him some more energy? The character suffers 2 wounds on a catastrophe. And then his signature move is low guard. But before we get to that, he does have 8 wounds. And he starts with 2 energy. As we know, you can get more energy, but 2 energy. That's a pretty stout little person. He's got a decent 3 melee. If he attacks, it's going to be the 5 minus and adjust. So he could get 2 attacks off. He could do the Sinkhole if you need to slow something down that's trying to move around a lot. So that's really good too. Really excited with a lot of the animation pieces, the restoring wounds, the bringing back, just the unearth if you can't kill me, and the way that he can play into probably most of the shade theme teams, or even the Dominion teams. So that's super exciting there. And then on his back, on his signature, if I do this right, it's called Slip into the Shadows. When you upgrade a low guard, which is really good because low guard, you're not taking a lot of damage. You're gonna deal no damage across the board, but your instep effect is place this model within 4 inches. So it's not move, it's placing within 4 inches. So that's a nice movement. And if I understand correctly, the way things can crit. So if you critted low guard to double it up, that would be an 8-inch move. So there's a lot of neat things you can do with him from that standpoint. And so, like I said, there's the card. You can go watch the first one to hear the lore. The lore is actually really cool on what he does. Again, I cannot wait to see the rest of the models. You should be able to check out some of the other stuff to be able to other channels that probably will have it. And so for me, it's super, super exciting. Kickstarter October. Hit the 2 links below so you're notified when they come out. Shades it's October. So shades are close. And if all the others are anything like this one, this is going to be one heck of a faction to actually have. It actually excites me enough that probably the second faction that I really get into. Dominion's the first one. Dabbled a little into some of the other one, but the less of all. But I'm really, really, really excited about the shades. And that there, make sure you hit the right buttons. That is your intro to one of the new characters, Viktor Petty, Gravedigger. It couldn't have been much better because I love Gravedigger. That's awesome. It's a shovel, dig up, reanimate, do some jank, heal, do those things. So that is super exciting. Like I said, can't wait to see the other. Hopefully you're excited as well. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share it out. I may try to take and do a few more videos on some of the different stuff if I get my hands hold of it. If those birds make it across the pond and the messages from the Goblin King come this way, I will definitely get it out to you as soon as I get it. With that, everybody have a great and wonderful day.